You know how every Pokemon game throws a bug type your way within the first 10 minutes? Yeah, those early game bugs that evolve fast, hit hard for about 5 levels, and then fall off harder than a Choice Specs Beautifly and OU? Well, today, we're changing that. We're looking at every early bug type evolution and giving them Draft League specific buffs, whether it's a stat buff, a new ability, or just move pool tweaks to help them stand out. These Pokemon usually fall off the radar fast, but with the right changes, they could actually become sneaky good draft picks. What's going on, my fellows? It's your boy DyeItTight, and if you're into competitive Pokemon and Draft League content, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you haven't already, click to join to support our channel even further. Be sure to check Discord down below to mock draft, speed tour, and hang out with other players. Now, let's dive into these regional bugs and make them actually threatening. Butterfree's never been much more than a sleep powder bot. Compound Eyes helps a bit, but with middling stats and a shallow move pool, it falls short, even in lower tiers. Here's how we give it real utility. We're going to increase its speed by 20 to 90, its special attack by 10 to 100, its defense by 20 to 70, and its Spidops by 10 to 90. For its ability, we're going to give it Triage, and for its move pool addition, we're going to give it Strength Sap. Now Butterfree's got a real niche: healing with priority, sapping attack, spreading sleep, and potentially sweeping with Quiver Dance. Niche, but viable. Mega Beedrill gave this Pokemon a moment in the sun, but now it's stuck without the speed or power to matter. Let's give it back its sting. We're going to increase its attack by 20 to 110 and its speed by 30 to 105. And for its ability, we're going to keep Sniper. But for its move pool, we're going to add Close Combat and Cross Poison. Now it can pivot and threaten with crits, and then combine it with Scope Lens or crit support, and it can become a Glass Cannon with a Bite, or should I say a Sting. Ledian's been a meme forever. Solid special defense, but nothing really else. Time to give it a support niche. We're going to increase its defense by 30 to 80, its HP by 20 to 75, and its attack by 20 to 55. Still very embarrassing. And for its ability, we're going to give it Prankster now. For its move pool additions, we're going to give it Taunt, Encore, Recover, and Parting Shot. Now it's a screen setter that can Encore or Taunt setup sweepers and recover to stick around. It's not flashy, but super annoying in the right hands. For Ariados, this one's always had the looks of a threat, but never the stats to back it up. Let's lean into it as a trap layer and breaker. So we're going to increase its HP by 10 to 80, its attack by 20 to 110, and its speed by 10 to 50. And we're going to replace Insomnia with Stakeout. And for move pool, we're going to give it U-Turn and Barb Barrage. Stakeout punishes switches hard, and with U-Turn, it doesn't have to stay in. Add Barb Barrage, and now Ariados actually has utility and damage. Beautifly has always been a Dustox Shadow, and that's saying something because both are pretty stinky. Let's make it a Glass Cannon. For its stat buffs, we're going to increase its speed by 30 to 95, and its special attack by 20 to 120. And for its ability, we're going to give it Tinted Lens. And for move pool, we're going to give it Hurricane and Mystical Fire. Now it can throw out some powerful, no-resist Hurricanes and threaten steals with Mystical Fire. Still fragile, but finally scary on the switch-in. Dustox was always meant to be defensive, but never had the tools. Let's make it a Toxic Stall Tank. We're going to increase its HP by 30 to 90, and we're going to increase its defense by 20 to 90. And for its ability, we're going to give it Corrosion, and for its move pool, we're going to give it Toxic Spikes. Now it can spread status with no immunities, pivot with U-Turn, and even be a sneaky setup sweeper. Solid lower tier glue pick. Kricketune is my personal favorite bug-type Pokemon. It's famous for its cry, but that's really it. Time to make it weirdly threatening. For its stats, we're going to increase its attack by 40 to 125, and we're going to increase its speed by 20 to 85. We're going to keep Technician for its ability, and for move pool, we're going to add First Impression and U-Turn. It's now a First Impression spammer with a real bite, and Choice Band sets become terrifying in the right matchups. Leavanny has the typing and coverage, but lacks the utility. Let's make it a full-on hazard lead. We're going to increase its speed by 10 to 102, and its defense by 10 to 90. For its ability, we're going to give it Sharpness, and for its move pool, we're going to add Ceaseless Edge and Sacred Sword. Sharpness boosted Leaf Blades, X-Scissors, and Ceaseless Edges are going to hit incredibly hard, and with Knockoff, Sacred Sword, Sticky Web, and Screens, Leavanny's got everything you want from a lead. Vivillon's already got a small following in draft, very, very small, I might add, thanks to Compound Eyes, Sleep Powder, and Quiver Dance, but let's push it over the edge. We're going to increase its speed by 10 to 99, and both of its defenses by 10 to 60 each. We're not going to change its ability at all, and we're not going to actually add any moves to it, but with some of this extra speed and bulk, Vivillon can continue to be a unique sweeper that just has a little bit more potential. Vikavolt is strong, but the speed holds it back. Let's fix that without breaking its identity. We're going to increase its speed by 20 to 63, and its special attack by 10 to 155. We are going to keep Levitate on it, and for Move Pool, we're going to give it Roost back, but then we're going to give it Earth Power and U-Turn. It's now a terrifying breaker with U-Turn for momentum on ground types that would stop the Volt Switch, and Earth Power is to punish electric type switch-ins. It's still very slow, but it no longer auto-loses to offense. Orbeetle has great utility, but can feel passive. Let's give it a bit more punch and keep the bulk. We're going to increase its special attack by 10 to 90, its HP by 10 to 70, and its speed by 10 to 100. For its ability, we're going to give it Magic Bounce, and we're not going to add any moves to it. With Magic Bounce and Recover, it becomes a Hazard Blocker, Pivot, and Utility Sponge all in one. It already gets Setup, Screens, Baton Pass, and Trick Room, it just needed Survivability. Spidops is one of the most memed new bugs. It sets webs, and then just dies. Let's give it a reason to exist. We're going to increase its attack by 20 to 99, and we're going to increase its HP by 10 to 70. We're going to swap out Insomnia with Unaware, and we're not going to give it any new moves. Now it can set webs, tank setup sweepers with Unaware, and phase with Circle Throw. Still not great, but you can actually justify a spot for it now. Lokix is the best of the bunch with being the newest bug added, but it still struggles in higher tiers. Let's push it into a consistent threat status. We're going to increase its attack by 10 to 112, and its speed by 10 to 102. We're going to keep Tinted Lens because it's a really good ability, and we're going to add Mach Punch. And now it's a full-on revenge killer with priority and good speed tiers. Tinted Lens ensures nothing switches in safely. It's always been close, this just seals the deal. And that's every regional bug reimagined for Draft League. Some of them might be niche picks, but with these tweaks, every one of them has a role to play, whether it's a tank, utility piece, or aggressive pivot. Which buffed bug was your favorite? Did we finally give justice to Kricketune, or did Spidops get off too easy? Let me know in the comments, and if there's another group of Pokemon you want to see next, drop that idea too. And as always, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and click join if you want to help support the channel even more. And also don't forget to check the Discord to mock draft, run speed tours, and hang out with other players. See you guys next time. Peace.